Thank you so much. It means a lot. It means so much that you're here today. It's a great honor. Doug Turner, thank you very much. I dig Doug. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Very, very thankful for Doug Turner. It's just an honor to be here standing on the stage with him. He's one of the great thinkers, great motivational leaders in our state and our country. I'm very thankful for you, Doug. Great privilege. And also Alonzo Baldonado, thank you very much. Our state representative, Alonzo, about the time that Alonzo started getting involved in his county and politics, and it was about the same time that he and I both, we didn't know it, but he and I both were concerned in a great way about our community and our country, and we decided about the same time that it was time to no longer watch what was going on, but to get involved and to do something about it. So I'm very thankful for our state representatives, one among the 8 new state representatives that are making a big difference in Santa Fe right now. I'm very thankful for Alonzo. Alonzo, thank you very much. I want to thank again all the elected officials that are here today. It's a great honor. My colleagues on the City Council and the County Commission, other state representatives that are here, state senators, and others that have gone before us. We're very thankful for your service. And I know that you're here because you care about this country. So thank you very much. Thank you to our veterans that are here also today. Thank you very much. I do want to introduce you to my family, starting with the love of my life. I'm very blessed to have just a wonderful family. First, my wife, Tracy Lewis. Tracy and I met in college at Grand Canyon University, and we were married in college also 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, she started teaching in public schools and has taught for the last 15 years in Albuquerque public schools, and she's one of the best, and I'm very thankful. She's also a wonderful mother to our 2 children, Madison Lewis, who's a freshman at Cibola High School this year, and also Jensen, who goes to Taylor Middle School. So very thankful for our children. And then I'd like to introduce my mother and father, Paul and Ann Lewis. Paul is, my father is a retired minister, and my mother is a teacher. She's also a teacher, an art teacher, and a wonderful artist, and teaches at Shannon Elementary School in Rio Rancho. So very thankful for my parents. My 3 older brothers. We look a little different from those pictures that you saw on the screen there. And we've grown up a little bit. They were mean to me though, so. But State Representative Tim Lewis, thank you. Also a teacher at Cibola High School. And then my brother Dave Lewis, a manager at Define Fitness in Albuquerque here. Tony Lewis is from Arizona, Chief Warrant Officer in the Arizona Army Guard. Thank you very much to all of you. Again, I know that you're here because you care. You care about our country. We all are very concerned and care about our country. In America today, we are writing the history that future generations will study. We are choosing the story that they will read. Our story right now. A $1.5 trillion budget deficit, and a $14 trillion national debt. Small businesses, which provide over 80% of our nation's jobs, are being choked by unnecessary and costly regulations. Our weakened economy has put our national security at risk. And yet, as serious as these challenges are, as Americans, we come at this task with a history of winning over adversity, and with the persistence to prevail. Because I believe I can help stop the insanity of rampant government spending. Because I believe I can help promote and protect job-creating small businesses. Because I believe we must fix our economy in order to strengthen our national security. I'm announcing today that I am a candidate for the United States Congress. with your help and support and encouragement, I would be honored and thrilled to death to represent and to serve you in the United States Congress, the 1st Congressional District of New Mexico. My priorities are the same as yours: to get government to do what all of us have to do every day of our lives, to live within its means, to help small businesses create badly needed jobs, and to protect our nation from those who would do it harm. From City Hall to halls of Congress, we're fed up. I know you're fed up, and I'm fed up with foolish economic policies, with uncontrolled spending, and with the increased taxes to pay for it. It's immoral to pass on to future generations of Americans the pain and the price of our government's excess. Living within a budget, it's not the hardest thing in life. Together, working with Mayor R.J. Berry, we did just that, and we averted an economic disaster in our city. We cut millions of dollars out of the city budget, put the brakes on out of control spending, without raising taxes and without cutting essential services. Washington can learn from Albuquerque's example. Respecting small businesses, it should be a part of the education of every American generation. Our nation cannot recover unless small businesses recover. As a small business owner, I've started companies, I've employed workers that have provided services and products that people need. I've had to contend, as many of you have, with overreaching regulations that have increased the cost of doing business. In America, small business and dedicated workers generate economic growth and jobs and wealth, not government agencies and bureaucracies. Hard-working small business owners have always been the engine of our economic prosperity. It's local small businesses like Footprints Healthcare and their owners Michael Opedal and Brian Fletcher that create jobs in our city, in our area, New Mexico. It's small businesses like Rio Grande Foam and its president Floyd Silva who invest in our community. Small businesses like Chick-fil-A and its owners Dan and Tammy O'Brien that employ over 60 people in our area here. It's Duke City Fueling and Desert Fuels, owned by the Mancini family, that create jobs and provide products that we need. It's Simply Design, owned by 21-year-old Nate Zeke. It's the company Encompass owner, Kay Carrico. Experts in exports, helping businesses to be able to provide their products to other countries. It's hiring a consultant firm on site, and 14-year owner Joan Sluter that creates jobs in this community. It's Paul and Tammy Pacheco, who started a family business helping people break free from alcohol addiction. It's Chris and Monica Youngblood, leading one of the top engineering firms in New Mexico. Lance and Jamie Cherry with Cherry Designs, a veteran-owned company called Global Technology Solutions, owned by Colonel Clarence Colbert. And you may not recognize many of the people that are on this stage. I tell you, they're not politicians. They're not elected officials. They're the men and women that I just named. And they represent many of you, the job creators, the engine of our economic prosperity, problem solvers, taxpayers, our economic bedrock. These are the faces of our economic recovery. If you'll join me in thanking them for the jobs that they produce and what they do for our economy. Finally, we must not become complacent when it comes to national security. The protection of our nation and its borders is one of Congress's highest constitutional duties. Among the United States' greatest national security assets are the resources of Kirtland Air Force Base and the National Nuclear Security Administration's mission at Kirtland National Labs. And now more than ever, we must secure the future funding of these vital defense capabilities, both for their value as a deterrent and for their vital economic presence in our region. A few words about this district, about District 1 and the current representative. Because I want you to know how we need different representation in the 1st Congressional District in Congress. Our current representative recently cast a vote against extending tax cuts for middle-class families. He spent trillions of dollars on government make-work jobs and voted a government takeover of our healthcare system. $3.7 billion a day was added to the national debt during his first term in office. We need a congressman who's in touch with New Mexican workers. We need a congressman who feels more at home in Albuquerque than he does in Washington, D.C.
That's right.
We need public servants who will not forget who hired them. People who understand that public service is a privilege and not a perk. That it's about helping and not hurting. It's about giving and not gouging, about serving and not stealing. That is my compass and my anchor. These are my motivations to serve. Some may think that running for Congress right now, at this time, is too early in this election cycle. I believe when it comes to defending what is important about America and solving the critical problems that we face right now, that we are dangerously close to being too late. We must go to work right now. I recently spent some time reviewing the 2010, the contributors and contributions to the incumbent at the time in the 2010 election. It was a solid record of many people on the left putting their money where their heart is. Virtually every conceivable left-wing group and activists in New Mexico, they dug very deep, and they gave big, they gave generously, and it paid off in a victory. And they outspent us. But they outspent us because they outgave us by more than $1 million. Now is the time to build the financial foundation for our victory in 2012. Your generosity will enable us to do that. And in just a moment, we'll have some materials that will help you get started in that process, and we're very thankful for it. This is an important election. We're at a turning point in our nation, but it's not going to turn around by itself. It's going to take determination and action and resolve. Thank you for joining me in fighting this good fight. I will be the hardest working candidate. I will leave no stone unturned. I will dedicate myself to this great cause. Because like we accomplished in the city of Albuquerque and like the freshman class is proving in Congress, we can do this. We can regain our prosperity. We can change course. We can choose a better way. We can accomplish anything. Thank you very much for coming today. Let's get started. God bless you all, and God bless our great country. Thank you very much.